Hey friends, welcome to the Midweek Update for this, the 1st of July, 2026. I hope you've missed me the last couple of weeks. Seth King took over midweek while I was out, but I am back. So I've kicked him to the curb, although if he does a good enough job, I just might let him take this over. So here's a couple of things that I want you to know. In fact, let me just do big picture of July, and then we're going to jump into a chapter of Scripture. So July 9th is an important date. On that day, we're having both our Memory Café over, not lunch, but that morning time leading up to lunch. Memory Café is on July 9th, and our mother-son event that has something to do with black lights and bingo. So those two events are happening on July 9th. Then the middle of July, July 13th through 18th, is Falls Creek, our summer youth camp. And as we get closer, in fact, on July 12th, we're going to give you the opportunity of taking some bracelets and praying for students that are going to camp. So look forward to that on that Sunday. And then as we get to the end of July, yes, we're going back to school. And so starting July 25th, we'll start our back to school events. You'll see that advertised around the church on our website. Sign up for one or more of those events, and let's serve kids in our community as they get ready to go back to school. So that's July in a single frame, just at a glance of some things that are coming up, and we'll be reminding you of that as we get closer. So we are still in the book of Proverbs. It seems like we've been in the book of Proverbs forever, but we're also not in a hurry. When it comes to Bible reading, please don't feel like you have to read a lot every day. I would rather you adopt the approach of quality rather than quantity and pay attention to what you're reading. So Proverbs 22, which is the chapter before we're talking about today, it starts a collection of sayings. And I don't know if you've ever heard a song on the radio or heard a song and go, man, I love this song, I want other people to hear it. And you play a song for somebody that you really enjoy. Well, that's kind of when you get into Proverbs 22, 23, 24, you have some Proverbs that Solomon obviously collected, and these are kind of like the greatest hits. He said, here are some of my favorite Proverbs. You need to hear some of these. And so they're broken down into sayings. What I'd have you pay attention to in Proverbs 23, is saying 7, 8, and 9. And that starts at the very top of the chapter. And the theme, the collating theme of saying 7, 8, and 9 is if you're going to be a social climber, beware of some things. Beware of temptations, because there'll be a whole new set of temptations as you try to climb the social ladder. Beware because sometimes success is elusive. And also beware because as you grow in stature, you're going to have more people envy you. And so actually, if you're a business person or you want to have success in any level, pay attention to 7, 8, and 9, because it talks about some of the traps, some bits of wisdom that you need to be aware of as you move up the social or the business ladder. I'd also have you pay attention to saying 13. This is a saying about parenting. And don't withhold discipline from your child. I think for those of us who are part of families, raising children and grandchildren, it's good to remember this, that if we don't discipline our children at home with love, then the world will one day discipline our children without love. I want you to hear that again. We should discipline our children in appropriate ways. We should discipline our children because we want to do that with love. If we don't discipline them with love, one day the world will discipline them, but without love. So there's all kinds of sayings throughout this chapter. I've just highlighted a couple. I would also have you pay attention to saying number 18. It has to do with predators. And whether you're a male or female, there are predators out there. And you want to be wise about if you're a person of goodwill, you need to remember not everyone is a person of goodwill, and to live very cautiously and to live a circumspect lifestyle. Okay, so that's Proverbs 23. I promise we're going to get to the end of Proverbs one day, but we're taking it one chapter a week. My encouragement is read Proverbs 23 today, read it again tomorrow, read it again the next day. As you read it and reread it, some different things will stand out. Listen to the voice of God, listen to the Spirit of God as He guides our life with wisdom. I love you, love being your pastor. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.